Hi friends, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. This is Breathe and Budget and my name is Taryn. On this channel we talk about all things finance related. Our goal is basically to become debt free, invest wisely, create generational wealth, and also to break that cycle where finances aren't discussed within the family unit. We do discuss finances with our kids. I'm hoping that by doing that, it will teach them good money management and it will set them up for success. So if any of that is of interest to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can also hit that little bell. It'll let you know when I post a video. I try to post anywhere from 1 to 2 a week. I try to post them on the weekends, but it also depends on when payday lands. Sometimes that fluctuates, so we do our best. So let's just get into the video. All right, so guys, first I want to preface by saying it doesn't matter how little or how much you have to put towards your financial goals, your cash envelope, sinking funds, etc. It really doesn't matter as long as you are putting something away. You could start with your change, creating a change jar and saving all of your change and then cashing it in. You could do that monthly, every 6 months, once a year. Every little bit counts. So I want to say that's really important. So when you watch these videos of various YouTubers and you see sometimes it's, over 1,000, over 2,000 that they're cash stuffing, which I've had an opportunity to do as well. Sometimes it's not. So for me, this week, let's just do a real quick count because I can't remember off the top of my head. We have 100, 265. That's all I'm cash stuffing today for this paycheck. I have everything else going towards like fixed expenses and things like that. So this is what we're working with, and that is okay because I am still meeting the goals that we need to meet. So let's get into it. This is going to be a pretty quick video. We are actually headed out of town, but I wanted to make sure I got this done before we get back. So some of these are going into our high priority sinking funds. One of them is going to be Taekwondo. Just getting prepared for when they have a belt test coming up. I'm only going to put $20 in that. Okay, so that leaves us with 70, 90, 110, 120. So that's perfect. That's actually just enough for 2 belt tests. We probably should do like 60 more so that we're set for the next 3 belt tests. We do have all 3 girls in Taekwondo. They are all black belts, which is so fabulous. All right, vehicle maintenance. I'll update the tracker later. We are putting 50 to that. Our vehicle maintenance, so we have 150, 170, is basically oil changes, tires, and things like that. We have a vehicle emergency fund, which would be for like larger issues. So that's a different envelope. Sorry for saying so much. We also have one for like car registration and then our AAA as well. So I do have that separate. Next up is Sam's Club. That's just getting a quick 20 because I used a little bit of this last month. I said again. 20, 40, 60, 80, 110. This is just basically backup grocery money. I probably should have labeled the envelope as such, but this will do. If we need to pull from there, we can. All right, so let's go to my Roth IRA. We're gonna put 50 in this one. I will probably take this to the bank once we get to, we are at 300. No, I meant to say 500. I might put it in now. I know there are people that are gonna be commenting or maybe screaming at me through their phone or whatever device you're using that this shouldn't be sitting in here. It should be actually in the Roth IRA invested so that it's working for me, but we already have it working for us. I wanted to be able to show the process here for those that are learning, to see that we are setting aside for our Roth IRA. Either right now at 300, I'll probably put it in the bank next week, or I'll wait till I get to 500, put a placeholder, and I actually need to see what our value is because I should probably put placeholders in here to show you what we've saved for this particular year. You can invest up to $6,500 a year in a Roth IRA. You are paying taxes on your money beforehand before you're putting it in, which means that when you do go to pull it, it's going to be tax-free. It's not taxable once you go to pull it. So I don't max it out every single year. That is the goal. That is where we want to be. So hopefully if you follow our journey, long enough, you'll be able to see us do that. I'm hoping to do that by next year. I just have a few things we need to pay off, like the ring and his car. Once we can do that and get our emergency funds, like the home, the car, and the pet emergency fund, which I know I talk about almost in every video, once we get that going, then the two things we'll focus on is our 6-month emergency, which I want to save $20K, and then maxing out our Roth IRA every single year. So this is our weekly binder, basically things that we would normally use for the week. I'm going to put the rest, $125, towards nails. Normally I split this up between like four different paychecks, but this time the way it landed, I have 2 from when I last did it. I love it. There's stars. Matches my envelopes. So from the last time I did it, there's only 2 paychecks to the next appointment, meaning I have to do $125 each check to make the $250. So that is it for the cash stuffing. Actually, let me grab my wallet because we are leaving and where we're going does take cash, so I want to be prepared. Hold on. All right, so got my wallet. I have a couple receipts. So these are going to be making it to the shop by the time I get back into town. These will probably have already arrived from my manufacturer, but I use this in here to just hold my receipts for me until I get home. So let's see. What do I have? 20, 30, 40, 51. Sorry, I have my window open. A car just drove by. We'll see when I edit. That might be very loud, so I apologize. I'm going to move that over. Let's see. What do I have? I don't have the intentions of spending it all, but this is our vacation. I probably won't spend it. But to have less, I'm going to do 2 20s and a 10. I'll do 50. And I'll put the rest back in here. So basically I still have, that's 50, it's 100, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91. I still have 191. I've only spent $8 this month from my personal spending, which is spectacular, but I am extremely motivated and driven to finish our 1 month ahead binder. So it keeps me really asking myself, is this purchase necessary? I am not going to need anything for beauty. Let's see what, I'm sorry that you just heard a door slam. That was my kid. We have all the windows open, so the airflow, it makes it hard. So I apologize. For dining out, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. I am going to take all of this. Oh, no, I'm not. Where we're going is basically glamping, right? So they even have barbecue and stuff. So we brought food, like ice chests and everything with all the food. I don't anticipate having to go into town and buying food, but I think that I just want to be prepared. I'll take 50. I just want to be prepared. If we need to purchase food from there, that I can. And when I say that, I'm not saying that this is, if I wanted to swipe my debit card, I will swipe my debit card. We have that $1,000 cushion in there. And if we want to use it and replenish it, we can make that choice. So even though creating a budget, for some people, they'll tell you that feels restrictive to them. To me, I don't think it's about restricting yourself. I think it's about understanding your own personal triggers. I think it's you holding yourself accountable. Money doesn't just grow on trees. We do need to be aware of how we're spending our money, where it's going, and I don't see anything wrong with that. So I also understand people's idea of, you know, we only live once, enjoy your life. I don't think that spending carelessly is enjoying your life. I think that will in turn cause you to be stressed out and could cause you to have financial trouble, which to me is not healthy, and that's diminishing your quality of life. So I would rather do this, budget, be aware of my spending, give myself a quote unquote allowance for specific categories so that we do have money and the ability to do things that actually do cause us to be happy and stress-free, like this trip. Being able to have the money to take this trip. Like, there's basically no Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have all of my social media pre-scheduled because we are disconnecting to connect. So we're gonna be playing board games, we're gonna be swimming, we're gonna be, hiking, playing by the creek, catching frogs. No harm, no frogs will be harmed in the process of this. We are huge animal lovers, as you know. And this is also giving us a chance to grieve because we did just lose our sweet girl, Sophie. We did have to send her across the Rainbow Bridge. That was extremely hard, a lot harder. So if anyone has ever actually had to put an animal down and you were in the room, you know what I mean. It is so much harder than you think it will be in that moment. And there's a lot of guilt, yet a lot of understanding of our decision. So this is going to be a good opportunity for us to just, again, disconnect to connect, grieve. I'm actually going to read a book, so this is a great time. So I don't mind limiting myself in other areas if it means funding and providing in other areas. And if you have so much money that you can literally do whatever you want, I am so happy for you. That is just not our case. So in my case, I have to be much more intentional and aware of where I'm spending and where I'm putting my money. So enough said with that. Let's see. For kids, we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95. So I've only spent $5 on kids. I don't know. I have to ask my daughter. She's actually been to this place. I haven't. They may have like an opportunity to buy, I don't know, like ice cream or like a little shop. So I'm going to take 50 of theirs too, just in case that we need a little bit of spending money for them. And this video is filled with a lot of ums, and I apologize for that. I don't know. Maybe I do that on all my videos, but I'm just much more aware of it today. Tell me in the comments, do I do that often? Is like a thing? Date night, I'm leaving here. Nails I don't need, and everything else is good. So that's what I'm taking with me. That's my wallet. I did bring like a little fanny pack to throw my wallet in just in case we do go hiking. I will have that on my person. Not that I'm saying I'm completely a distrustful person. I want to believe there are good people in the world, but I'm definitely not going to leave my wallet just in the glamping tent. That's what it is. I don't even know if it locks. Like, I'm in my head, I'm going like caveman, so I'm not even really sure what to expect. I will take some pictures and I will share where we went, but after we get back, just, for safety reasons. My husband is staying back because he has work. He'll visit us a little bit. And then the greatest person in the world to me, my dearest friend, she comes and house sits and takes care of our animals for us. We basically swap. I do that for her. She does it for me. So we basically have like a house sitter. That way, home is safe and we are safe. So I will share pictures in our location where we went to travel once we get back. You will probably be seeing this video, I think the goal is Sunday, and we won't be back until early of that week. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. This was a quick video, probably one of the quickest I've done. Even though I talked the entire time, I'm sparing you a 25+ minute video. I think we've kept it under 15. So again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.